This is my short series, and also we talk about Formula 1. In the previous race we won very easily, thanks to a default preset. Again, I think this game is such, as well as I've said this entire series, this is the last episode by the way, that this game, the simulator, arcade game slash whatever you want to call it, I'm just going to call it a game, because that's what it is to me, is an absolute 100% a dumpster fire. So again, my presets that I have for each track, well, I didn't have one for each track here because I never got past the Netherlands in my initial playthrough that was taken. I literally got to Netherlands in my F1 career and I just quit. I was like, fuck this shit, it's so horrible, never again. So I do have some tracks, so I don't have any Netherlands, Belgium, France, Austria, Canada, Spain, Miami, Australia, you know, Bahrain, Italy. That's what I have, literally. So we're just going to use a default preset again, but what I want to say is that my presets are customized and I carry them over each game per game, then I just carry them over, right? And then I go into the internet and then I adjust them. So then I check out, okay, this guy has reported his preset doing, let's say, around Brazil, a normal time would be like 120, he's done like 121, he had this preset, another build has this preset, and I check out what they have in common and I adjust to it, right? And that should make sense because default presets are bad. But apparently, no. Default preset is how you win races in this game now. Can you believe it? Anyways, this is the final race of the series. 5 red lights and we are go, go, go. Oh, and away we are. I am so happy to have this. We can't win. So I'm just going to accept that for what it is. We spun out. We got hit. And whoever hit us seems to have not taken a single point of damage. Oh, hold on. The yellow flag up front. What's happening? Whoa. Let's see what happened to Albon, right? Yeah, he is. Oh, he just... AI just went crazy. AI just literally went crazy, that's it. Fucking dumpster fire of a game. So since we are in the last race of the series, and obviously after that, unfortunately for myself as a Formula 1 fan, I will never touch a Formula 1 game ever again as long as it's being made by EA, published by EA and made by Codemasters. Codemasters have had 5 years now, and in which they have produced the exact same game with just slightly updated graphics in each generation. I feel that as a consumer that keeps paying $60 for these games, sometimes I pay more because I want... Oh, 2 cars are going in for pits, so they got damaged. You know, and then sometimes I pay more just to get the deluxe edition with the bonus DLC. So this one, I had the Miami DLC purchased as well with 12,000 bitcoins. And that's also something that I want to talk about, and we'll get to that in a second. So yeah, so I've got a 2... No, I don't. Alonso has a 2-second penalty. I pay a lot for these games each year. $60, you say, no, well, that's not that much. But, you know, considering that I pay $60, and FIFA people do the exact same, so, you know, they're just as stupid. You pay $60 each year for the exact same game, with a different number to it and slightly improved graphics, which is atrocious. So, yeah. So, this, unfortunately, will be the last ever Formula 1 game that I play. If EA sells right to Formula 1, and another team picks it up, then yes. If they fire Codemasters, like let's say that this year's game comes out and it's just atrocious and nobody buys it, because that's my prediction for it, and then they, okay, Codemasters, sorry, we're going to let you go, we're going to get a new team to develop it, and then they get a new team to develop it, right? Then I'll try it again. Oh shit, okay, got my side pods damaged there. But unless that is the circumstance, yeah, I don't want to get my side pods damaged like that, because then I can't turn. Then I will consider playing and buying. Are we gonna... Shit, I just kind of hit him right on. Okay, let's just go to the inside immediately. There we go, that's how you do it. and then I consider buying it again. But unless that happens, which I doubt it will happen, then I won't touch it again. But then I want to touch on the pit crew, the whole live F1 live shit. EA, come on, man, it's nonsense. What's the point of it? So you get to create your own little room where you can display basic cars, right, that everyone has, and that no one can see, right, unless you're going into an F1 lobby. Oh, fuck sakes. And every time you launch the game and you go over the live section, then it forces you to read a message every time. I think it's just stupid, honestly. Like, what's the point of it? They're trying to scam me out of money, so I honestly hope there's no one that purchased this game and I was like, oh my god, F1 Live, it's so cool, let me spend $100,000 on it and buy all these idiotic cosmetics for it. And yeah, so that is also something that I think a lot of people, including myself, and I do a lot of reading because I'm very bored throughout the day when I'm working, that complained about this nonsense of what F1 Live is. It's like it's a cash grab for them. So like the last Holy Mary crash grab, right? And I said that they don't want it there anymore. But EA is EA, and EA don't care about the players. They care about the money they make, which is obviously understandable. They are a company, but you know, honestly, hopefully, some sense of resemblance and common sense will be ushered into their heads. And why am I struggling to overtake a fucking Williams? Are we gonna have the same exact thing happen? Get out of the way, bro. Oh, the GOAT Latifi is gone as well. I actually forgot about his. Well, I've never liked him in the first place. I think he was just atrocious as a driver. But yeah, since we're on a full flap, I'm gonna do some closing thoughts on the Formula 1 season. Just to reiterate, if you haven't watched the previous episodes and you're just watching this one, thank you so much for watching. But yeah, so my predictions is Hamilton will win this year. Again, I don't like Hamilton. I think he's an idiot. But you know, look at that shadows. Oh, anyway, it doesn't matter. So Hamilton will probably win this year. If it's not Hamilton, it's not going to be Russell. As good as Russell is, I don't think he... Of course. What happened? I got bulldozed. That's what happened. You know, the general F1 thing, where the car just comes down like you on a fucking... Look at this. Speed rocket time. The fastest an F1 Williams car ever went. Da 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 da. Doesn't even care. Just goes... Look at that. Pushes me into the wall, goes straight. Absolutely just focuses straight. Nothing to it. Nothing for him. I can't even see how fast it was going here. Okay, there we go. I can see it now. 325 kilometers per hour in a Williams. I'm sorry, what? And I'm doing 325, but he's just... We're doing the exact same speed, but he's passing me like I'm standing still or something, you know? You know, just general F1 things. And this is exactly why the average consumer like myself will not purchase another F1 game, because I'm pretty sure that everyone like myself is completely sick of it. But anyways, getting back to what I was saying before I got so rudely bulldozed into the wall, if Hamilton doesn't win this year's WCDC World Drivers' Championship, then it's probably going to be Verstappen again. I don't hope it's Verstappen because I'm kind of sick of him. I think it's got into his head now. The whole Brazil debacle between him and Perez. Perez has done everything from a team standing point that he should do, like, you know, help Verstappen pass, you know, give up his position for Verstappen so he can chase the drivers. It's like Ferrari, like Schumacher and Barrichello all over again, where whenever Rubens was in a good position, they would give it to Schumacher because Schumacher had to win, you know. So that's just part of his contract. So, but yeah. So if it's not Verstappen, I don't hope it's Verstappen. But if it's not Hamilton, probably is Verstappen. But I do have a hope though that Sainz, big boy Sainz, comes out swinging this year, like literally just swinging the absolute shit out of everything. Hopefully wins the WDC. I'm not like favoring Spain or anything. I don't mind Spain. I'm just saying that I do hope that they win. And if it's not him, then I just don't care, honestly. If it's not Hamilton, probably is going to be Hamilton. But if it's not Hamilton, then hopefully it's Sainz. Okay, we just did very poorly that race. We got spun out. It is what it is. We weren't going to win. I'm happy. This final thoughts before I go. I just want to say that I'm extremely happy. That I'm done with this shit. I thought it would be fun coming back to this. It's literally been 11 months, 10 months at best, since it originally was released. Look at this. So I got F1 Live, then, you know, no one sees this shit. It's so basic. And you get these custom supercars, or you get these, not custom, but just these supercars. And that's it. That's all there is 6 basic models. There's no special ones to unlock. There's nothing to this whole menu. It's just a absolute cash grab. That's what it is. It's an absolute cash grab. And that is exactly what Formula 1 is going to become. The 2023 version of the you know, the F1 2018.23 update, you know, the 2023 year update. It's just going to be the exact same shit. It's just going to be another cash grab. And this just also a virtual showroom, huh? So, well, I mean, this is kind of nice that you can come in here and then you can do this. But you could have done this with any other car, with any other game for the last few years. Obviously, here we have. This is actually where the ray tracing, you know, is. There you can see some reflections, but it's not ray traced. It's not because, you know, look at those lights. 2 very bright lights. Where are the lights coming from? There's no lights above me. We're outside, and you're telling me there's 2 suns. But look at the glass there, on the front painting glass as we go around in the circle. So it is reflecting the wooden door behind us. No, there is no wooden door behind us. So where is it getting the wooden door from? No, seriously, look at that. So if we look at this right there, is it a table? Ah, it's a table. It's those tables over there, the wooden tables. I was like, where the fuck is this thing getting wooden tables from? So yeah. But yeah, it's absolute nonsense. That's what I'm trying to say. It's just absolute nonsense. So yeah, I'm not a person that rants. I don't go on rants and tangents. But I came back to this expecting it to be very different since the last 10 months that I've played it. It's exactly the same. It's still a hot garbage. It crashes. Performance-wise, it is just atrocious. They implemented DLSS3, which is frame generation. It is such a stuttery and absolute garbage mess with my PC that at those 2 races that we had, it was completely unplayable. If you use rewind, flashback, and then after you use flashback, you go back into the race and you either get a smooth 280 FPS game or you get a stuttery 40 FPS 200 latency, render latency mess. So yeah, very bad implementation. And probably the next year, the 2018.23 update that's coming out in April or March, it's probably going to have the exact same bugs that this one has, and also the same bad implementation of ray tracing and DLSS3 and FSR. FSR I don't use. I'm not an AMD person. I will never buy an AMD GPU just because why would I? But yeah, so that. So yeah, I hope this was a insightful series that I did. I think the first few episodes were the better ones, where we talked a lot about all the teams, my predictions for all the teams and all the racers. So yeah, I think Formula 1 is going to be a very good year. We're going to be treated so much, but all the races, there's a lot of tracks this year, and especially now with Las Vegas being part of it again. No, not part of being introduced to the calendar as well. So that's going to be really good. So yeah, just thank you so much for everyone that has supported the channel up until this point. It is a new year. I think this is the second series of the year. I think the first one was Resident Evil 4. I'm very excited for the remake to come out. But this is the first series of the year where I actually, you know, just really give my opinion on something. So take it as the second series of the year. So I just want to say thank you. I hope this is going to be a good year for the channel, and I hope that we are able to get a lot of subscribers going. For all those that have been supporting me and watching the videos and that have already been subscribed to the channel for as long as you have, I appreciate you and thank you. And this is hoping for a great year for us. Peace, and so fucking happy that I'm done with this hot garbage. I wish I could refund all of them. And I'll check you in the next series. Peace. Bye bye.